at 16,700 gone. And here it is, bright and early, obviously at only like 9 a.m. And I understand why. First and foremost, you are getting, and we'll show you all the colors in a minute, but what I think is so important for everyone to realize, you are not getting one set. And I bought these last year. Like I said, I think I bought 5 of them. They are the best gift out there, but we're gonna show you how there is nothing like them in terms of the value that you're getting and how they perform. I'm holding 2 boxes, you know why? Because you are getting 2. And I know we showed a little earlier about how this incredible knife is compared to a very, very famous French knife, right, chef, that is out there.
Exactly.
And that French knife runs about $80, I believe.
I know, it's crazy. That comes from a city called La Guillole in southwestern France.
Exactly.
The whole city is really in the knife business. They're very famous, and around the world, maybe the restaurants where they charge $300 a person, they can afford one like that, and they're generally small and serve 20 customers. But for us, we have steakhouses where we serve a lot of people, like Cut in Las Vegas. We are just reopening now. We were closed for remodeling. Or our newest restaurant in Orlando in Disney Springs, we just opened this week.
That's so exciting,
we serve a lot of customers. We need a lot of knives. So could I afford 100 knives at that price? I don't want to spend $8,000 on knife. Right. You know, it's crazy. So with this knife, you get the quality and you get also the beauty. It looks elegant, it looks chic for you at home. But most of all, look, if you want to cut a steak, now you can cut it just like butter.
Wow, and
see that?
Because it glides through it.
It glides through it, it does not.
And you're not mashing it down, you're not losing the juices, right?
Exactly, you don't squeeze the meat down. Each slice is just perfectly sliced and so easy. Look at that.
All right, well, I am gonna show you your choices because I have to tell you what has already happened. Green, gone. Green completely sold out. The one that I'm holding in my hand, where you can actually see how beautiful this is, that it is, again, all fully forged. Gorgeous high carbon stainless steel, slightly curved, look at this handle, slightly curved handle as well, that makes it so comfortable in the hand. This is that beautiful cranberry color. But when you look down here, I just want everyone to realize, and you see chef's emblem, there's not a bumblebee on this one, although it should be in terms of performance. You see chef's emblem, you get all 12. But it's not just the one color. We also have, if you want to come over here with me, I want you to see the newest color. This is the gray. And when you look at it, it has this beautiful, almost marbleized, pearlized look to it. We've never had the gray before. First time for the gray. I love the look of the gray with the stainless. Look at the black. Look at how exquisite. And you almost have like an ombre effect here of the lighter to darker shade of black. That is your other choice. And then please take a look at that absolutely stunning opaque. That is the one that I bought last year, bought more earlier today. Then, okay, drum roll and you need to be real quick. I have a little over 100 only remaining in the eggplant.
I know, so it's beautiful, elegant, and you know what is great? It goes with any kind of table setting, so it's only up to you. If you prefer the opaque one, like what I have here, I mean, that looks elegant no matter what. If you have the red one, I mean, can you believe, set your holiday table with this cranberry knives. And if you cut a turkey, a chicken, my kids at home, they don't cut with our regular knives anymore. Even we have Christoffel knives, they're very chic and expensive.
Oh, yes, yes.
But, you know, my children always, Alexander and Oliver, when we eat a steak, a Wiener Schnitzel or a chicken, what do we use? This knife. All the time.
And that says so much, Chef.
Yeah.
And by the way, we have 2 other colors. Oh, no, we don't have 2 other colors. We have one other color. This blue, we never did the blue before, and I think this blue is absolutely exquisite. Again, when you look at it up close, you see how, number one, it ombres. But another thing for you to know, that no 2 of these will ever be alike. And then we never did this before. This is a brand new, exquisite, collectible storage box, if you can see, with that gorgeous green grained wood that you just slide from one side to the other, but you're not getting one. You are getting 2 of these today for $5.99
so if you're if you're an empty nester, if you are a young couple, you don't say, I don't gonna have 12 people over for dinner. Get 6 and give 6 somebody as a present. They're gonna look at it and they're gonna see these expensive knives in the local mall, in the cook store, and they're gonna say, oh my God, he spent so much money on my knives. And
feel really
they look elegant, they look beautiful, and as a matter of fact, I don't know where our other knife is, the one I was talking about.
Oh, yes, the comparison knife.
The comparison knife.
And you know what else, Chef? We have a great bonus buy today.
Yeah.
We have a bonus buy on 4 different items so that when you buy the knives, you can pick up the wine opener, which I swear by an amazing gift, the Spice Mill Duo, one of the most popular items we've ever done with Chef, the sharpener, I own 2, and the cutting board. You can take 15% off the prices of all of those when you buy the knives.
Yeah, and look, I show you one more time. This is a pork chop, even a little overcooked already. Look how it goes through. See that? You don't have to squish it down. You just have to go back and forth. So when my boys eat Wiener Schnitzel, the breading and the meat gets cut perfectly. With a regular knife, it tears everything into pieces.
I remember, didn't you tell me a story about when you opened Cut, and Cut, one of Wolf's amazing restaurants, of people complaining about the quality of the meat?
Exactly. Can you believe? So I opened Cut like 10 years ago in Beverly Hills, and a steakhouse. And then I bought these Christoffel knives, the same as I have at home, because I know the people actually who do that in France. And a customer calls me over, we have an open kitchen, and they say, Wolfgang, can you come over here? And I go over all proud and happy and everything. And he said, Wolfgang, I expected you to have a good steak I can cut into. Look at that. I cannot even cut into your steak. I blushed. And then I took the plate away from the customer and took it in the kitchen, took my kitchen knife, cut the steak, eat it. I said, this steak is so amazing, it's so tender. And then I brought in one of my knives, the expensive ones we had there, the silver knives, and I tried to cut it. You know, it went like this, I could not get into it. Now, if I would have really forced it, maybe, but it was impossible to cut it because we sear the steaks really well.
Right.
And then I ordered steak knives. So the first ones were hugely expensive, and then finally we started to make some which are better priced, and now we never get a complaint about tough meat because we buy the best one. But if you don't have the right knife, it doesn't matter what you buy, it will be very hard to cut.
Absolutely. And you know, I love that story because I think, you know, many of us in the same situation. And I want you to look at this knife. It glides through the meat.
And look, you can see how clean every cut is. See that?
And you're not, like I said, you're not, again,
you're not forcing it, nothing. Even through the silver thing.
You barely even touch that, Chef.
Yeah, I know. So it's so simple. You cut it. And that's it. So you need a good knife at home. Very few people really have nice kitchen knives, have nice serving knives.
Yes, definitely.
But this one really will help you. And you know, for the price, for 6, under $15 for 6.
It's so like $2 a knife, Chef.
I know, it is crazy.
Okay, so I'm holding right here the eggplant. 40 left, 40. There's only 40 remaining in the eggplant. Here's where we are. So this is one of those days that I would encourage you, as would Chef, do not wait till later in the day and don't buy one. This is where you want to pick up as many sets.
Exactly.
But
I bought 20 sets of them.
You did?
Why? Because I always have friends coming over during their holiday season, Hanukkah, Christmas, and everything, and they bring me a nice bottle of wine, or they bring my wife flowers, or whatever it is. You know, you don't want to let them go with nothing. So we have them wrapped up in nice paper, and we give it to them. And the next thing is, I get a phone call, and people say, Wolfgang, what did you do? This knife looks so amazing. And then they use it. They called me again and said, you know, I never knew that I needed really good knives to cut my meat.
Well, isn't it true, Chef? You probably get them when you get married, and then you know, you go out, you look at the price, because let's face it, good knives are so expensive. You're like, nah, I'm just going to use the same old ones. Or you take the old knives, and I wanted to ask you that question, because you take old knives you've had for a long time and try to sharpen them. A bad knife is a bad knife.
Exactly.
that, I mean, you're never really going to be able to get the performance you're getting
you can
here.
see even
look at that.
a well-done chicken breast, you can cut it really so easily all the way through, and no squishing, no nothing. See how clean the cut is? That when you know you have a great knife. So makes it so simple, and then everybody gonna think out there, oh, you bought the best chicken breast, the best pork chop, because the knives glide through it like butter.
So in a way, you can almost kind of get away with buying maybe a lesser price piece of meat, right? Because you have that perfect knife. So here's an over, how many again, Chris? Over 17,000 now gone. We're just about ready to lose the eggplant. So, the eggplant is gone. All right, so I'll have to find another one to hold. But you know what that means to you? That blue, I want to hold the blue, because the blue and the navy, the blue and the gray we've never had before. So those are brand new. And when you talk about, even just look at the way these are riveted. Yeah. It rests perfectly in the hand.
Fully forged, carbon steel.
Look at this. And for anybody who goes, well, when I look at a knife, because I had a knife at home and I looked at it, Chef, the blade only went to here.
Exactly, and then if you drop them or if you clean them after a while, the whole thing gets wobbly and then it falls apart. Really good knife, it's all one piece. So fully forged, carbon steel.
And why did you slightly curve it? Because I've never seen
because that way it's easier to hold it. You know, your hand is not perfectly straight, but this makes it really easy. So if you hold a knife, you put
your finger
rest it on here, and look at it.
Is there a specific? This is probably a stupid question, but is there a certain way to cut? Do you start with the tip of the knife?
No, I just start toward the, obviously not at the end. You start toward the tip, and all you have to do is go back and forth.
Wow,
so you don't
I have to taste that.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Oh, thank you, Marianne.
You see that, and you can see you can cut so much, and even Marianne was making lamb chops for us, so you get really delicious lamb chops. Even if you cook them well done, look at it.
You see, they won't even know you overcooked it.
I know, because the knife glides through it so simply.
Exactly. So
and we know how hard it is to fight with lamb chops, you know, when they're out there, and if you don't have a sharp knife.
Right. And Chef, we're getting 12 of them, because I think people are thinking it's only like the one set with just the one box. I now switched to hold the blue. How stunning. And I so agree with you. Setting your table, and it doesn't matter, we know what kind of dinnerware you have, but you put out this steak knife, and first of all, when people pick it up and just feeling it in your hand, you're blown away with the way it feels in terms of the balance, but when you use it, that's when you can really appreciate. But here's the thing, today, we're all looking for gifts, right? You're shopping here at HSN. You want the perfect gift. You may not know someone's size. You don't want to buy them makeup. You don't want to buy them clothes. You don't want to spend a lot of money on electronics. For $5.99, and again, that is on any credit card, debit card, PayPal, no interest whatsoever, you are giving them the best of the best. Knives, again, as you said, Chef, that you trust to your ultimate restaurant. I mean, and when you're buying a steak, okay, where you're paying like $50, $60 for a steak.
I know, you don't want to make it appear that you bought cheap meat, because your knife does not cut well. But this, if it's lamb chops, anything, look, you just cut through it, and so simple, so easy. Even well-done meat. So, and then if you want to cut off the end, look at that.
Oh, it goes right down. You get right down to the bone.
Yep.
And by the way, I just want to mention thank yous. We have hundreds and hundreds of people calling. If you can place your order via our app or go to our hsn.com, use your express ordering so you don't miss it.
And remember, only today. I won't be here this year in December because we're going away with the family. So
go to Hawaii again?
Yeah, Hawaii again, yeah. Unfortunately, somebody has to go there
Somebody's got to do it.
We have a restaurant there, but I'm going to come for a few days, actually, also with the family to Disney World. We're going to go and look at our new restaurant. We opened Wolfgang Bar and Grill in Disney Springs, brand new, opening this week in Orlando.
Right? We were there a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, oh, it's coming.
It's coming. Yeah, so we are very excited. Everybody there is excited. So it's going to keep me busy a little bit, and then go from Orlando to Maui.
So
and
this is your day.
In LA. So this is your chance.
Exactly.
It's really the last chance. The greens are gone. The blue is gone.
No, the blue we still have, but we lost the green and we lost the eggplant. And let me tell you, the blue, we'll try to get you an update on what I have from 530 only left in the blue. Well, I think we should go to Illinois because Marie would love to say hi.
All right.
Hello, Marie. Welcome to HSN. You're with Chef Wolf and Bobby.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, Marie.
I just love all the things that you produce for cooking.
Yeah.
And I have brought 2 sets of the steak knives.
Yeah.
One in purple or the eggplant for my daughter-in-law. And one for myself.
Smart woman, Marie.
Good
I love
idea.
it. Yeah.
Good idea. What sold you on it, Marie? I mean, I know you said you shopped before for Chef, because I think it's important for the viewers to really not look at this and judge the performance, because the quality of what Chef does at our HSN prices is really extraordinary.
Yeah. Well, I love the handles. They look elegant.
I know, aren't they beautiful?
And watching him cut the steak with it, I'm like, okay, you got me sold.
I know.
I love it. I love it. And you know, and I'm going to slide the blue one in, because look at the way they come. They even have a little bit of a protective shield right on the tip. Marie, you are going to be like over the moon when you see them. And then also when you put them in your hand, they just feel so perfect in your hand.
I know,
Marie.
so easy to hold, not too heavy, but still with a good weight, so that way people don't think it's a cheap knife or anything, because it actually has the weight even a little bit more than the famous French knives, and look perfectly balanced, so you can hold it like that. See that?
Look, on one finger. We'll show that in a second. Chef's holding it on one finger. Look at that.
I have arthritis in my hand, and the handle looks like that's something I'm going to be able to hold on and not.
Easy to hold on.
Great point. If you have problems with finger dexterity, that is a really great point, Marie.
Absolutely. Now,
Thank you so much,
Thank
Marie.
you, Marie. I love that you called me.
Great Thanksgiving.
Happy holidays to you too. A great Thanksgiving to you too.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
And I know Marie also had the French press.
Thanks, Marie.
So here's the thing. We have only a little over, I think, 4 minutes. I wish we had more, because I tell you, you know what's great about this, Chef? I don't care. Anyone watching right now, no matter who you are, where you live, what part of the country, what your lifestyle, whether you cook a lot, you don't cook a lot, this is the perfect gift for absolutely everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, totally, totally, totally. Why? The price is reasonable, but it makes such a good impression. It comes in its own box here.
I know, exactly.
When you don't use it, you put it back in here. In my house, what do I do when I don't use it? We clean the knives, put them back in a box.
And slide the top.
Slide the top on here, like that. And then I put that in a drawer. So that way it stays like that always. And I always know where they are. And they stay nice and clean.
And they're protected that way as well.
And protected from the kids when they go into the drawer looking for things.
Exactly. And by the way, they are on extended delivery, but you will receive them by 10/29, 11/29, I believe. So 10/20, already passed that. So here's the thing. Oh my gosh, we're going to be hitting that 20,000 mark right around the corner. I want to go over the different choices, and I'm holding 2 of them here because I think when you see them like this, you think you're only getting 6, and $29.95 would be an amazing price for 6. You're getting 12 of them. So this is the beautiful blue. Down here in front of me is the cranberry. Now, we sold out the eggplant, so if you want something in more of that red, we always do so well. I mean, everything in the red world is so popular for us.
But anytime, even if you do a barbecue in the summer, you know, and you want to cut the ribs, you want to cut your barbecued brisket, whatever, you always need a good knife. And if you don't have it, people always think, oh, the meat is tough.
I know it.
Just like my customer told me, and I went pretty fast to get some steak knives, you know,
but then conversely, like I said, you can buy that kind of lesser priced piece of meat, because that knife is going to glide right through it. So 300, well, as I just knocked them all out of the box, 350 only left in the blue, but we also have, check out over here, we have that gorgeous gray. Gray is brand new, the blue is brand new too. But we've never had the gray before, so that's the first time for you to be able to get the gray. Then not only are you getting the gray, you also have that stunning black. You know, to buy 2 sets, to buy the black and the gray together, or the opaque. The opaque is the one that I own. 300 left in the blue. Eggplant, gone. Green, gone. 300 here, and I knew we would sell out the blue in this airing. And then, of course, your other choices, which don't you think they all work so well together, Chef?
They work so well together. And, you know, yesterday somebody called up and says they got 2 different colors, so they mix and match. One get the gray one, a red one, which looks really nice on the table, too. And, you know, by setting the table, and especially if it's a nice dinner or even if it's just a simple lunch, by setting it with the right knives, it always looks chic, it always looks elegant. And that's what I'm here for. I want your life to be better out there. I want you to have a nice time and your friends coming over and say, wow, this is amazing. Or your family dinners, whatever it is. So give yourself a good present. You know what? It's so inexpensive. True. You can use it every day. So this is not like sending somebody flowers where in a week they are gone.
Right.
This, people can use it forever. That's the only problem really I have. I wish we would have to change that out all the time. Look at that, a pork fillet here.
Right through it goes.
Right through, see that?
And almost at the 20,000, we're gonna hit that 20,000 mark right around the corner.
Yeah.
And I know there are a lot of people waiting, holding to get through. If you can go to our website at hsn.com, shop via your phone. Where's my phone? If you shop via the HSN app, it's quick, simple, easy, and don't buy one.
Yeah.
Buy as many sets as you can,
I
right?
bought 20 sets, and I'm not telling you why, because I need presents when people come by.
Right.
If it's the delivery man who comes all the time with my Amazon stuff too, you know, if it's somebody else comes to deliver something, it's always good to have something.
And the bonus buy is ridiculous because when you buy the Today Special knives, you take 15% off the wine set, the spice mills, the sharpener, the carving board, all of it. Don't go anywhere, we're coming back.
Here's your Mary update.